Hi everyone! Today, for the first time in a very long time, we have rain. I think I nearly forgot what rain looks like, but while it's raining outside and I have a little bit of spare time, I am going to finally can some tomatoes because we have them piling up. Piling up, and we really want to preserve as much as possible for use throughout the winter. Now, I've kind of had a bit of a battle with myself about what to make with them, but I think I'm gonna just do as much jars of simple chopped canned tomatoes, and then at a later stage, perhaps in the winter, whenever I have more time, then I can always use them to make something else like a tomato sauce or ketchup or salsa or whatever. At least if I keep it simple, get them preserved, they're not going to go off, and they'll be in jars, and then I can just use them for whatever takes my fancy whenever I have a little bit more time to think about what I want to do with them. But I do know that we use tomatoes nearly every day if we can. So yeah, I'm going to get canning. These are all beef steak tomatoes. I've got maybe 3 times the size of this big bowl here. Just going to leave them to simmer for a little while longer. And the next step is to sterilise the jars. And I will be adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice into each of the jars to help with the acidity for preserving the chopped tomatoes. 10 canned jars of chopped tomatoes. So, duck update.
Duck update.
Of course, last week we found some ducklings. Didn't want to let them die, so we decided to take care of them. Since then, we have spoken to our local birdman, I suppose you could call him.
Birdman.
He has literally every type of bird. He keeps every type of bird that you can think of and has really good knowledge whenever it comes to these things. So we showed him some photos of the ducklings, and they are a domestic type, which is great. So admittedly, the timing for all this has not been great because we have been feeling quite busy looking after Finn here, but we have always wanted ducks, so we've taken the decision to keep the ducks and get some more, because if we're going to raise these ducklings, we might as well raise all the ducklings together so they grow up together. And if we're going to keep them, we're going to need to make a duck house. So if we're going to make a duck house, we might as well make a duck house for the amount of ducks that we want to have in the long term.
And we might, I say we probably will want more in the future, but for now and for the
So for now
future,
we have 5 ducks, which is quite a nice number. 3 of them have names, the other 2 don't have names. The only reason for that being is they look the same.
Very similar.
We can't quite tell them apart just yet. We got some tips from the bird expert man, and today we are going to set up a slightly bigger brooder for them.
Because there's more?
Because there's more.
And they need more room.
Just to give them a bit more space. They're still very little. They're only about a week old, so the ones that we bought were 5 days old, and the ones that we found are now a week old, so they're in and around the same age, which is the idea. This little one is Fudge. He's one of the new ones. This little one is Pepper. He's an OG. We have Salt, Pepper's best bud.
And then we have the twins.
The twins. They're so cute too. Hey guys. So Finn and I are going to duck sit while Will gets the new setup ready. From talking to the bird expert, chicken definitely can adopt ducklings. However, it's just unfortunate timing that at the moment we do not have a broody hen in sight, so it's not an option for us. So we're going to be their parents. From our 1 week experience of keeping ducklings, I can confirm that they get some bonus points for extra cuteness, but they are messy. They poop a lot.
Little bridge for them.
Always inventing something in this house. I think they're going to like this. It's a good size.
Shall we get them back in?
Yep. And then just the heat to put.
Heat to put in this back corner after.
Yeah.
First. What way are you gonna go? Fudge. There you go. Pepper. Twin 1. Twin 2. One thing I do a lot of here on our homestead is trimming, because a tractor would not suit our land and we can't afford one, which is another big reason for doing a lot of trimming. And I think a few weeks ago, unfortunately, our strimmer has broken again, not for the first time, and we've decided to buy a new one. I am looking forward to using it. I love a good new tool. I'm gonna start off in the chicken field because there's a few improvements which we want to do and need to do. One is build a duck house, and we haven't decided exactly where to put it. We do have a pond up there, so I'm gonna trim around there and around the chicken house, the back of it.
Whoa, it's looking pretty overgrown.
Pretty overgrown, but it gets a lot of water, and that's why. Be great for the ducks, but not great for us deciding where to put the duck house, because we can't see how flat the ground is underneath it all. I think possibly over there somewhere would be quite nice, just behind this little new tree.
Close to the pond.
Close to the pond, but walking level with the chicken coop and the gate for access.
Plenty of things to think about.
Yes.
First things first, get the grass cut. Tonight for dinner, the carrots are the star of the show. I am going to make a carrot top and parsley pasta for dinner. I have the carrots on simmering with a little bit of onion, garlic and thyme. We have our pasta on to cook, and already in the food processor I have some salt, some lemon juice, some garlic and a good big handful of mixed nuts. In goes the parsley and the carrot tops. And a good lot of olive oil. duckling cuddles. As we almost certainly will have mentioned before, Will is a huge pickle fan. He eats pickled cucumbers near enough every day. And so far this summer, he has preserved maybe 9 jars, I think, of cucumbers in apple cider vinegar and with some spices. Today we have yet more cucumbers ready that we aren't going to eat fresh, so we're going to make some more pickles. But this time I would like to try doing a natural ferment with them rather than using the vinegar. So it's really simple, just salt and water and cucumbers and leaving them at room temperature to do their thing. And I'm just going to wait for Will to come back with some jars and for him to advise what spices he wants in along with the cucumbers. I'm quite enjoying experimenting with fermentation and sort of natural preservation techniques this summer. Very much into my sourdough bread. So it has been great using the sourdough starter as the rising agent. I very recently have attempted to make my own apple cider vinegar, which is about halfway there I think. And now to try fermenting the cucumbers. I just find it all very interesting. We plan to use a 2.5% brine solution. So to make up that, I'm just going to add 2.5 tablespoons of salt into a litre of water. Pickle expert, what do you like in your pickles? What flavourings do you like in your pickled cucumbers?
I like some peppercorns and mustard seeds. I also would put some rosemary and coriander seeds also in. Also some bay leaves.
So another thing we're going to try with the natural fermentation is adding in some grape leaves to the cucumber and brine mix, because apparently from what we've read, the tannins in the leaves help keep the cucumbers nice and crisp, stop them from going soft when they ferment, which is interesting. The beefsteak tomatoes are still going strong. Most of them are ripe, but still a few left that are on the smaller and the greener side. We're gonna do a good bit of tomato picking now. We also have this second tomato bed, which is just coming to life. Quite a few different varieties in this bed, from little cherry tomatoes, vine tomatoes, oblong tomatoes, all the tomatoes. So hopefully we have about another month of enjoying fresh tomatoes. I'm hopeful that with some of the smaller tomatoes I'll be able to do some sun-dried ones. We did some last year, only maybe I think with 2 jars or something like that, but they were so delicious and it was really nice because we did them quite literally out in the sun here and it just felt really authentic. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that again. Today, this morning, we are coming to do a little bit of berry picking because although having a ton of brambles is a real absolute pain and they're spiky and they're horrible, the one mega benefit of it is there are so many blackberries for us to eat and enjoy.
Yes, and we do like them.
So we're gonna get picking.
Get picking.
Aren't we, Finn?
Finn's ready. 3 hands.
You're supposed to be harvesting berries, not grapes. And you're supposed to be harvesting them into the bucket, not into your mouth. Nice?
Just a taste test, but they're nice. Nicer than I thought they would have been.
Any specific bunch you tried?
I just went for the biggest, darkest one.
This one?
Yeah.
So this area is just at the bottom of our garden bed field, and eventually we will want to get rid of all the brambles here, but we have a much bigger bramble area higher up in the land, but we thought we'd come here first of all. So it's kind of raining, which after months and months of super hot weather, it's really strange to be outside in the rain, taking some shelter.
Pip has been watching over us. That's good. Few berries already.
Oh, you did better than me.
Have I?
Yeah, and you've got Finn. Not our dog. Simba, our dog. Jake, not our dog, but just loves to hang out at our farm.
Dani is up near the garden bed still picking some berries. Me and Finn have came down for a little walk. Down into the start of the forest where our lemon tree is, because I knew there was a lot of brambles with a lot of berries on it. And there is. Lots of big ones. And it's right underneath a big chestnut tree. One thing that we have found though, which Dani is really going to enjoy, is lemons. Not quite ready yet, but this year we didn't get any. Last year we got quite a few whenever we first moved here. Not ready yet, but lots on their way.
We are now heading up to Berry Utopia, aka the well field, where we know for a fact there's 1,000,001 brambles growing, but they're at quite a nice height, which we thought would be great for picking. All the dogs have followed us up.
The whole border of the field is just berries.
The whole border of the field, he said, is berries. Big field this.
Dani is over at the well, still picking the berries. Me and Finn have just been looking about, and over at this end we've found quite a lot of grapes. Don't know if you can see them. Wild grapes. Whoa. There's so much more than I initially thought.
Nature really is incredible. All just growing up this big oak tree. Spot the froggy. So this week we have made a very good start at harvesting and processing all of the food from our garden. We've had a chat and we reckon we are more or less self-sufficient in terms of fruit. Well, definitely self-sufficient in terms of fruit.
Definitely.
And upon discovery of all the grapes today, we have thoughts of attempting to make some of our own wine, which will be an exciting endeavour, I think. Very exciting.
And we still have to work out what to do with all of our figs.
We have thousands. Your duckies are coming, Finn. Yeah.
Say hello, Fudge.